Hello, we are here in historic Pullman on Chicago's far southeast side, and very happy to have met this gentleman who performed with Sun Ra, the legendary late great Sun Ra, way back in the days. Introduce yourself, sir.
Ricky Murray. I was with Sonny for maybe about 3.5, 4 years, and I left here. In fact, we left Chicago in '60, going to Montreal, Canada. From there, we left and went to New York City. I had to come back in. I stayed with him maybe about maybe a month in New York, and I had to come back in because of marital problems. But it was a heck of an experience.
The late 60s?
The early 60s.
Early 60s.
Right.
Yeah, he was...
I was in around about 50. I got with Sonny around, really got with him around about 59.
So are you from Saturn too?
Yes, that's Saturn. Abraham, yeah, the manager Abraham. Yeah, it was a heck of an experience the time that I was with him.
And what did you find to be the most interesting thing about Sun Ra? Was there anything that
was? It was his. He really believed in discipline. And that's something that I really could understand because being an ex-paratrooper.
Were you a Tuskegee Airman?
No, I was a paratrooper. I was with the 82nd Airborne Division and the 101st Airborne Division.
Any particular conflict?
During the Korean War.
Korean War?
50 to 53.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Thank you. I served proudly. And I believed in discipline, and that's one thing that Sonny really believed in. We would practice.
Yeah.
It was a good thing for me.
Yeah.
Something I always liked to do. Had liked to do was sing. And
he invented space jazz, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of like
he came out before they were talking about the Sputnik.
Yeah.
Sputnik, yes, son. It came out. Abraham. They came out with that before the Russians talked about Sputnik. They were that far ahead.
Yeah, that was their goal to beat us to everything but the moon.
Yeah.
They didn't win that one, but we are here in this awesome neighborhood here, and I got to see this great band. They're called the Mudcats.
Right, the Mudcats.
Yeah, so this legendary musician, artist from way back in the day is now presently in this current band here.
Right, well, because they are, my people Creole. And I just happened to hook up with them because I like that New Orleans music.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't think of a more American city than New Orleans.
Right. You're right about that.
For so many reasons.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the birthplace of jazz.
That's it.
And blues was born right next door in Mississippi.
Right.
And just America's greatest art form comes from the South. As bad as some people think the South is, which it is in some areas, in some cases. All our great art forms came from the South, from Southern gospel to blues, Delta blues, to jazz, to swing, to what am I forgetting? Oh, rock and roll, of course.
Right.
Rockabilly, which evolved was the country version of.
I had my music teacher used to arrange for Louis Armstrong. His name was Zilna T. Randolph, and he used to arrange for Louis and Duke Count, all of those guys back then,
Yeah.
And he was really a great guy, and that was a music family. All his kids played, tenor. All of them played all the instruments you could almost think of. Zilna Randolph, he's a great guy. Great guy.
Did you have the honor of seeing Louis Armstrong or Duke Ellington?
Yeah, I met Louis up in New York.
You met him? Wow.
Yes, I had a lady friend up there, and we went to this steakhouse up in the Queens, and Louis came in with maybe about 8 people, and I was saying, "Is that Louis?" She said, "Yeah, Louis stay right down the street." I said, "Really?" I said, then I went to tell her about my music teacher that used to arrange. She said, "Well, go over there and say something to him." I was kind of reluctant, So I went over and I told him that, excuse me, I said, Mr. Armstrong, I said, I'm a student of one of the fellows that used to be in your band. Yeah, who was that? Who was that? I said, Zilna Randolph. Oh man, he jumped up and grabbed me and told me, if you've been with Louis, if you've been with Zilna, I know you're saying something, you know, like that, you know. So we talked for a little bit, and he told me, when you go back, you tell Zilna that old Satchel Mouth said hello.
Satchel.
Satchel, like a satchel that you carry.
Wasn't that his nickname?
That was one of his nicknames.
Oh, I see.
So that was quite a big experience to meet old Louis, you know.
How about Duke? Did you ever?
I never met Duke.
Did you ever see him perform?
No.
Yeah.
Not in person.
Yeah, if I could go back in a time machine, I would love to be at the Great Summit, the two of them together.
Right.
1960, I think that was, or 61, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born.
What?
I wasn't even born until
okay.
after that, but
Right.
but yeah. So here we are in historic Pullman, and it was great to meet this paratrooper. As I could see, you get a close up of that. Of the medal you're wearing. Let me focus in on that. Looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's not a one from way back.
Yes,
it is.
It is. It's one of those. It's a glider patch. You know, it shows the airplane also. The parachute, a glider. This is a glider going across.
Oh wow. Wow, that's cool.
I never rode one of them. They were cutting those out when I went in 50.
Yeah, and then you started. Were you playing music while you were in the service, or?
No, you know what? I was ashamed. You know, I was not ashamed, but I was a real shy guy. You know, and guys used to tell me, man, why don't you go and get into a special service? But I never did. You know, but I could have beat a whole lot of that heavy training that paratroopers go through. You know?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Look at it now, you know, guys said, man, looks like Lou Ross. Now, Lou Ross was airborne. He was paratrooper. But he wasn't in doing that. He came after I did. But he could have beat a whole lot, could have got out a whole lot of heavy work, you know?
Well, those Tuskegee Airmen were real badasses.
Oh, yeah, really, yeah.
There was everywhere they went, there were dead Nazis.
Right,
Yeah.
My little great grandson.
Oh, hey, so hello, hi. Yeah, this is the musical legend right here. You know that, right? You know that? The musical legend right here. History right here.
He don't know yet.
Well, one day he'll be proud. When he figures that he reads the history books and he listens to Sun Ra records.
I got his grandson now that's cutting up. He's going to Oak Park River Forest, and he's got that lead road with Sweeney Todd.
Oh, really?
Sweeney Todd. Yeah, he's going downstate. Urbana, the first of the year. He's got the lead road. Yeah, he's real good.
Oh, awesome! Just
proud of him,
pass it on. All in the fam. Pass it on.
Right on.
Keep the to the next generation.
Yeah,
keep going.
Real good.
Yeah. So, well, thank you, sir, for your little chat.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a real pleasure.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna conclude this by getting a nice shot of this 1950s car here. It's really awesome.